right, Row Nation. AG Goldsmith here. And listen. We stepping our guest level up to just a few notches. All right. We are a business-minded person. And when you know how to create value in whatever field that you do, trust me, you get paid for sure. Today's guest has made a big name for making people stay military fit. It's like they say, a healthy mind produces a healthy body. And Jeff Witherspoon knows a thing or two about healthy bodies for sure. With clients near and far, and he has been able to achieve what I personally consider miracles for a lot of people. And Jeff Witherspoon has blessed us with his presence via Zoom. Jeff, man, welcome to the road.
Hey, man, thank you, man. It's an honor to be here. I appreciate you asking me to do your show, man. Let's get it going.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, I need to size. Before you start sizing me up, man, I need you to know that I work out 3 to 4 times a week. I'm a college athlete. I'm in peak performance, man. So you're not just talking to just the average Joe right now.
Hey, man, I don't size anybody up, my brother. I'm all for health and fitness, and if you're healthy, you're all right with me.
I know that's right, man. That's the fundamentally core of being great. For sure, man. So where are you at, man, right now? I know you want to go. You move. That's the reason why we're going to be a Zoom instead of you being here in the studio with me.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I couldn't be there in the studio, so I appreciate your flexibility of having me go on Zoom. But yeah, so I'm based out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but I do travel a lot. I do what I call meetups, where members of my fitness group and we do an in-person workout. And so I was just recently in Washington, D.C. We had the backdrop of the White House and all that kind of stuff. So that was really cool. We used the President's Park for that. A couple of weeks before that, I was in New Jersey. And so we're trying to just spread our message all across the country of being healthy and continuing with a healthy lifestyle, because we know it's difficult. So we're trying to make that a community-based thing, that you have more people that are supporting you. It's more of a family style where we're always encouraging each other, and we're just trying to stay healthy together.
For sure, man, for sure. And I probably didn't even say, of course, ultimately, Jeff is the guy that runs E2M, So it's something that we started in my home as well. My spouse was, let's say, more in tune to complete the process. So I will give her, kudos on that. But I was working out against the grain. I was concentrating more on building muscle versus losing. So my defense, whatever it may be.
Yeah. I hear you, brother.
Yeah, man. You're called the military to serve, man. Bring us back a little bit, because now it shifted from your military experience. Now you're serving in the fitness arena. Share some light as far as in your military background for people that don't know.
Yeah, so when it comes to my military background, I just retired. I spent 20 years in the military. I still have a little bit of official time left, but I'm kind of on the downslope with retirement there. So I spent a lot of years in the military, and during that time, it was important for me to stay physically fit. As I led my soldiers, we had combat missions and things of that nature. So it was important for me as a leader to always be physically fit, be ready for any type of physical challenge that we may endure on the battlefield and what may happen. So I was always a guy that would try to stay in shape for that purpose. But I really got into more of a bodybuilding and health coaching later on in my military career. Once I started teaching what we call combatives in the military, but that's hand-to-hand combat for the non-military types. So I got certified to be a combatives instructor, hand-to-hand combat instructor, and I just love the ability to be able to teach people things. And so from that ability to be able to teach people things, how to defend themselves, how to fight, things like that, I started having people ask me about workouts and how to get in shape and things like that. But I didn't want to give them any type of health and fitness advice without being certified. So one day I was like, man, why not get certified? So I got certified, and that was the beginning of the story of how I kind of took that passion of training folks how to defend themselves against the enemy with hand-to-hand combat to training them how to be healthy with health and fitness.
Man, that's awesome. So it started right there as far as on the battlefield.
Yeah, man.
You gaining the knowledge and gaining the momentum.
Yeah, man. Because I'm a big advocate of working out, especially when it comes to stress management. Because
Mm,
we all go through stressors throughout the day, whether that be family stress, whether that be with your children or your job. The best medicine, I'm an advocate
yeah,
for reducing your stress, anxiety, all that kind of stuff, is working out, getting a good workout in. It's free. It will really help you
that's it.
to clear your mind. And once your mind is clear, you're able to think about solutions to
Mm.
solve some of the problems.
Man, I can't disagree more. And just talking about, stress relievers and so forth, it's kind of steering me into the mental space, which is a new area that I'm leading towards. But first of all, I got an ebook coming out, man. And I'm definitely going to send you a copy if you're a reader, to check out the ebook. But it's basically helping people, that's in a stagnant, take positive action to moving towards whatever they're doing,
I got
particularly business people. And I address 7 steps to take you from, where you are to, full restoration of, being that person that you want to be in whatever area. And mental space before you start anything is just vital. I mean, you got to have a headspace, man. I mean, talk about that a little bit, man, because I can't see coming from the military. I just know, you're pretty strong minded.
yeah. A lot of times people ask me how to tie that back to the military, but I'll tell you that the strong mind, can be applied to any aspect of life.
Yeah,
It's really having the driving force to go after whatever you seek to go after. And that's, to me, when you talk about entrepreneurs and people that want to lose weight, whatever demographic you want to use as trying to accomplish something, the
yeah.
people that I always see do best are people that are really focused on accomplishing their goal. And that's the one thing when I talk about coaching, I can't give you that drive. I can give you everything else. I can give you the best workouts. I can give you the best meal plans. But I can't give you that drive to want the thing that you really want. And I feel like that's what separates people.
Right,
What type
right.
of drive you have to accomplish the goals you set out for yourself. Um, I came up, as a guy who didn't come from a whole lot. I had 3 jobs in high school, worked in the grocery store, flipped burgers, all that kind of stuff.
Come on,
But
Jeff. I know you had it easy, man, growing up, man.
yeah, but I had a drive to accomplish my goals, and
Yeah.
so that's the one intangible thing that people can't give you. You either have that or you don't. And
Mm,
so a lot of my clients will ask me, "Well, how do I get it? How do I get that if I don't have it?" And I'll tell you, it's tough if you're somebody that's not used to being driven to go after things, and you want big goals and big dreams. You're
mm.
going to have to break those big goals and big dreams into small bites, small
That's it.
chunks, and push yourself to go at it one bite at a time.
I mean, you sold it, and that's a space that I do love as far as just helping people from that mental space and that confidence. And I use the acronym from this podcast, results or excuses, but results, which basically stands for reshape your mindset, right?
Yeah.
And then the E, evaluate your direction. You have to have a
Okay.
clear direction, and then the S, sort out your motivations. We need to know your why.
I love
you know, and then you undermining your fears, because we
it. Yeah.
all come up against, fears. Either you can face everything and run, or you can face everything and rise, right? And then L, we got to live our vision. And
Yeah.
then T, trust our excitement, and then finally savor the moments. We're gonna celebrate the moments. So, there's certain steps to help people get in a different space, and some people just don't have the tools
Yep.
to get there. And I just enjoy talking about that, man. For sure, man. I could talk about that all day.
I love it, man.
Once a soldier, always a soldier, man. You
I love
know. So you still tight with some of your military guys?
Yeah, I have bonds that I've created with all my military buddies that will last until the day I'm in the dirt, man. But that camaraderie that I found in the military
Yeah.
is one of the principal things that I kind of founded my business on. Just when you have other people that are going through hardship with you, those common bonds and that common struggle will help you get through some of the hardest things. I've been in some of the crappiest places on earth, man, and because I was there with other people, it helped me get through it. That's why I have a group training concept versus a one-on-one training concept, because I surround my clients with other people who are going through the exact same thing, who are trying to get the exact same results. And it's so much easier when you have people to lock arms with the same way soldiers have each other to lock arms with as well.
Man, you're so right. Just creating that environment. I love the fact, man, and I'm just so impressed on, how it all started, man, and just how it just seemed. And maybe I'm just late getting in on it, but I remember hearing like E2. Why is everybody talking about E2 and what's E2?
Yeah.
So the buzz was definitely there going across my social media feed. And then I kind of dug into it and just saw that you were just routinely getting results.
Yeah.
And the testimonials were definitely there, man. So once again, kudos in that particular area. How did you get your team together? I mean,
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
just people that you kind of knew starting, or you just kind of
And
meeting, networking, or what?
man, this is a topic that puts a huge smile on my face because I'm extremely blessed with every member of my team.
Yeah.
It was 100% God's plan for me to have every person that's on my team in the place we're in. So I started out being a one-man show. I was doing everything on my own. But the old proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go hard, work together. So I had to make sure that I knew when my max was reached. When I was only getting 2-3 hours a night of sleep, my wife was concerned and things like that because I was working so hard, just trying to get my dream going, man. I knew it was time for me to get some help. And being in the military for so many years, I was able to assess talent in hard work and people that had the maturity to potentially be on my team. And so I worked out at a really cool gym here in Charlotte, and they had a lot of good people in there. And so I would just start kind of slowly, taking a look at people, how they interacted with others, how well respected they were, what was the response of the other gym members when they showed up. And so I started with one young lady, and she was a gym superstar, great personality, and I knew she was destined to be a trainer. So I started out with her, and I just kept growing my team from there. And it's just that was almost the pivotal moment of my business success, because once she joined the team, it almost gave me validation that I was legit, that I was doing the right thing, that I was somebody that could be trusted. And once that happened, other members joined my team from that same gym, and the rest is history, man. So right now I have about a 10-person team, and that not just my trainers. I also have a back end staff, people behind the scenes that make sure all the payments are processed correctly. If anybody has any issues or concerns with anything, they're back there answering their answers. I have a dietitian on staff. I have endocrinologist that helps out. I mean, I have all kinds of back end people that support me to really help make sure, a licensed counselor. So there's so many things that are behind the scenes that make my program different from any other fitness program, because I take it a few levels deeper than just workout and a meal plan.
Man, I love it, man. A man without any excuses. And, when I'm just hearing your story, of course, how it happened, I could imagine, the household, they had to bear with you, through some nights that may have not been as, pretty coming home.
You know what, man? I'm going to jump on that one real quick for any entrepreneur that may watch this. I know a lot of people have watched previous podcasts of mine. I will tell you, any entrepreneur that really has big dreams and big goals, you have to decide what that timeline looks for you, that you're willing to do it all, that you're willing to sacrifice, that you're willing to go hard in the paint. You may have to go some sleepless nights. You may have to go down to a couple of bucks in your bank account because you're betting on yourself. I did that. So there's so many things that you got to be ready. You got to be ready to give it all. You got to be ready to go all in. If you're not ready to go all in, it's a nice to have thing. It's a side hustle. You may not accomplish the dreams you set out to accomplish. but I was all in. I knew that this was going to be my next phase of life. And so instead of trying to continue on with the military, I made my own personal choice that I was going to conclude my military career at 20 years, and I was going to focus 100% on making this business work. I put all my chips in one basket. No plan B. And I think it was Kobe Bryant, either Jordan, one of the two. I don't want to quote the wrong person. But a plan B takes away your focus on plan A. So I only had one plan. That was plan A. Had to work, had to win. And whatever it took to make that win happen, it's going to be.
Man, I love it, man. I love it, man. I'm hyped up, and it just encourages me to keep going on as far as my dreams and aspirations with what I'm doing. You know, and the podcast is a part of it, just being around entrepreneurship all together. You know, and you may have touched on it just a little bit, man, but I want to know, when was the time to where you really had an excuse to give up?
Oh, man.
But you knew
Oh, man.
that by pushing on, or you made a conscious decision, I'm going to push on, and it yielded positive results.
Oh, man.
Maybe multiple times.
Man,
let me hear about one.
Let me tell you, my brother. So a lot of times when you guys look at anybody out there that looks at successful entrepreneurs, if you ever see a really successful guy, there's a high likelihood that they had other things they tried that they failed.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, the answer is I have many things that I tried that I failed. And but I knew that I wanted to keep trying till I found my thing. So before I even go to my hardships that I had with E2M, man, let me tell you, I'll just call off a couple of my businesses. I had a suit business, like dress suits, man. So listen, me and my church pastor, man, we thought we were gonna be the next Calvin Klein. Man, listen, we thought we were gonna kill the game, man. We sold like 5 suits, man. But it was one lesson. I had a t-shirt business. That I have. I was in real estate for a long time. Before the crash, I was in real estate. So there were so many things that I had out there that I was doing, man. I was in the stock market trying to hustle stocks. There was so many things that I was trying to get done and make happen that just didn't pan out for me. I made some money here and there, so I had some wins, but I didn't have the wild success that I was really looking for. So I didn't give up. I kept going and looking for things that I would be successful at. But then I found personal training. And so let me tell you my first challenge in personal training. And this is kind of going to answer that question. Yeah. So, I'm a sociable guy. I think I'm a people's person. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought that once I got certified, who wouldn't want to train with me? And this is right for entrepreneurs out there. I thought that my friend circle, my friend group was going to support me in droves, like all my friends coming to support me and like, oh man, I'm out of shape. I need to work with you. Right. That's not the case. But let me tell you something that's going to help a lot of entrepreneurs give their friends and family a little bit of grace. If you just get certified in something, or you just get licensed in something, or you just start something, you are a novice. For sure. And you understand that you're a novice, and you got to build trust with them. You got to build your reputation. Just because you're licensed, just because you're certified, just because you got trained in something, it doesn't mean that all of your friends and family are going to trust you, and it doesn't mean they have to trust you. If you just come out of barber school and your friend's been going to the same barber for 10 years, that barber knows how to cut their hair. They may have to watch you cut some people's hair they don't know and say, oh man, you cold-blooded, bro. You know how to cut some hair. Before you a chance. If you're a brand new real estate agent, which I did that in multiple states, you're a brand new real estate agent. They're not going to trust you with their most prized possession, the home they live in, unless they know you're an expert at what you're doing. So you have to work on building up your reputation brick by brick. And I thought that I was already set. I was ready. And I could have gotten discouraged when my friends didn't jump on board when I first got certified. I could have easily given up. To go back to your question you asked me earlier, I could have easily given up and said, hey, there's no money in this. This is a waste of my time. People don't want to get personal training. What am I doing? I can be focused on something else. Or I can move to the next idea, but I didn't. I said, let me go back to the drawing board and let me take it from scratch. So I went out and I sought a group training opportunity at the local YMCA. I basically go backwards. Instead of working for myself, I had to go start small as a trainer in a big box gym to learn how to perfect my craft. And then learning how to perfect my craft was the catalyst that took me to higher levels. But if I didn't get that experience, I may have quit.
Man, it's so powerful and everything. And I didn't know that about you. Of course, I wouldn't have known as far as all the things that you tried. I'm still laughing about the soup business, man. You and the pastor. But hey, that's a part of your resume. That's a part of your story, man, that made you. Yeah. And, I'm just so impressed on where you've come and where you are right now. I was reading something, dealing with the military on, I think it was about 70% of a lot of candidates that are applying to enroll in the military are either not passing or just unfit altogether. So that's a major concern right now in America overall. But it's certainly a mental shift, man. It's certainly something that people have to decide, health over wealth. So what you're doing is vital. It is important because, sometimes I do want to focus on just what I want to focus on. And I had to learn that, hey, I got to get my workout. I got to make these right choices on, what I'm eating, and get my behind to the gym and so forth. And that's one reason why I know I had to have you on here, because we had to have that voice, that person behind a program such as yours, and talk to the Road Nation out there, man.
I'm gonna jump in on that real quick, man. What I've learned is just that a lot of people, just the way our society is made up in this country, we don't focus on it or whatever. But I'll tell you, a lot of people don't understand the power and the benefits of having a healthy body, putting the right fuel in your body, clear mind because you're healthy. Those things affect other areas of your life. Yeah. When people are not confident with the way they look, they don't seek certain opportunities because they're scared of themselves out there. If you don't eat and put the right fuel in your body, you're sluggish. Your brain can't think as fast as it needs to. Your mind is cloudy. When your mind is clear, you're eating the right things, you're healthy, you're getting plenty of good sleep. Your blood pressure, cholesterol, all the internal things are working well. Your mind is clearer and sharper to think about solutions that help you solve problems.
Right.
People don't think about that as much. And I'm here to tell you, when I get my workout in, when I drink water, when I'm working out, when I'm eating right, my mind is so much sharper to think about solutions, to think about new ideas, instead of being sluggish and bogged down and slow and confidence. All those things. It's bigger than just looking good for vanity purposes.
That's for sure, man. Hey, man, but I do it for looking good first.
Hey, I respect that, my friend.
You respect that, man. Hey, man, tell us what's behind the scenes, what's happening with E2M, man. I mean, what's the next? Anything changing? I need updates. Road Nation needs the updates.
Yeah, man. So the biggest thing behind the scenes that we're doing is we're always trying to make things better and easier for our clients. We know how difficult it is to stay healthy in America. It's not easy. The best marketing firms will make sure you buy that Big Mac. The best marketing firm will make sure you go buy those Doritos.
No doubt.
I don't have the best marketing firm on my side, so I have to make sure that I'm beating my drum that being healthy is worth way more than that Big Mac or those Doritos. So what we're doing to try to help make life easier for our clients is, one, I have a cookbook coming out that will give my clients a little bit better vision of how to make more flavorful, healthy recipes that will also keep them in shape. To basically give them like what to cook. A lot of people, they don't like eating basic meals. I'm a basic guy. Just give me some meat and vegetables, I'm good. But some people like a little bit more spice in their life, and that is one of the main deterrents that deters them from just eating healthy, because they want a lot more flavor and excitement in their food. So that cookbook is going to be the first thing that's going to help them. Then the biggest thing I'm working on, one of my like dream things that I got coming, and God willing, that will be ready to go by the top of the year next year, is I have a meal prep business that's going to come out. It's going to be able to deliver the meals directly to your doorstep. So you order through us, we'll send those meals in a box right to your doorstep. So I'm trying to keep the price point really low. So I'm competing with what you would pay for a week's worth of groceries. I'm trying to give you a week's worth of meals that will cost that same amount, but I'm saving you time so you can use that time to work out. That time you would have been in the kitchen making those meals for your family. I'm trying to give you those meals at the same cost of groceries, but now you got time back that you would have spent in the kitchen to go get on that treadmill, go outside, go for a jog, or do my program and knock out one of my circuit trainings and whatnot. But that's what I have coming up. It's just that meal prep service that I feel like is going to change the game. I have a whole bunch of chefs involved. I'm signing on new chefs every day. So it's just going to be a different concept than anything anybody's ever seen.
Man, it hit home. That meal prep for sure. It's been a struggle for me. Routinely working out, I've been good at, but just preparing something to eat throughout the day has been a struggle consistently. But that's awesome for sure. What are some of the things that people don't know about you here? Because I'm learning a lot about you as far as where you come from and how it all came about and some of the adversity that you faced. Is Jeff planning to do this for till he's in the dirt, or are you passing this? Are you passing his own, or what?
So listen, I plan to do this forever, but so I kicked my little camera there. But something about me that most people don't know, everybody has to have something. We talked about it earlier. If you're an entrepreneur, you're somebody that wants to be successful and you don't have something that's driving you really hard, you got to find that thing, man. You got to start there. It could be small. But what really pushed me, or what's something that's really pushing me, is different things, health issues run in my family. Most of my father's siblings have either passed away or on their last leg because of strokes. My father has had multiple strokes. He's got very low range of motion it's in my destiny for me to have those same problems. But my plan is to beat that. And I know there's so many other people out there that are in that same hereditary lottery where you've hit it big. You're gonna have those heart issues, those cholesterol issues. But there is something you can do about it. And the thing about it is, if you don't start now, if you don't start working on it now, you will be that person that has that heart attack or that stroke. And so one of my like driving forces is for every single person that I can help fight off that heart attack, that I can fight off that stroke, that's there for their grandchildren, that's there for their children, that's there for all the people that love them. Each and every single one of those people, whenever I think about that potential possibility of me helping them get there, it fires me up, man. I don't care if I'm doing it for one person or 100,000. Every person I'm able to help correct that or fight against that, like I would love for my father to be able to hold my daughter. He can't. But my goal is to give some other father the ability to do what my father can.
That's it, man. That's it. And we're going to end it with there because that was very touching and hit home because my mom had a stroke as well. And so that kind of deterred me from a lot of things that I used to do. So I definitely felt you there, man. Jeff, man, my time is up, man. I'm not going to take too much of your time. Man, welcome and thank you for being on the Results or Excuses podcast, man. I want you to hit me up when you're in Charleston, man. And, maybe just meet up and chop it up a little bit more and, get your opinion on a few things. Anything I can do, especially with this platform, we're going to definitely promote it and get you even more people, help more people, as far as the program you got. I'm an advocate of it, man. Tell people how they can reach you if they don't already know.
Okay, so if you're looking to reach me, I'll make sure that's loud and clear. It's www.e2mfitness.com is our website. You can find me on Instagram at E2mFitness. Everything else is easy to find from there. So E2mFitness.com and E2mFitness on Instagram. You can find us at E2M Personal Training on Facebook. But, we're not hard to find. We would love to work with you. My passion is apparent and my passion is real. I love helping people. I don't care if it's one person or 100,000, like I said earlier. I want to see people get healthier and maintain that health. Now, before I hop off here, man, my brother, I want to say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, your dreams, my friend. And I hope that my followers will click on this podcast and hear what I have to say, but also give. So this is my message to all my followers, man. Hit that subscribe button on this YouTube. Go ahead and follow and give them some support because it's not easy. Trying to start your dreams, trying to chase, it's not easy. So show them some support.
Man, Jeff, I appreciate the love, my friend. Definitely, we definitely gonna stay in tune. I got you. Yeah, your team's emails and so forth, man. So I know how to get in contact with you.
For sure, my brother. Hey, man, you be blessed, bro. Take care, man.
Be blessed, bro. Thank you.
All right, now. All right.